Okay, hello. Today we are learning about the third gas law. And I got a couple little helpers here today. Who are you? McKenna and Ethan. Alright, so the third gas law is talking about the direct proportion of pressure and temperature, how it's directly proportional to each other. So when temperature increases, the pressure of gas increases. And when the temperature decreases, the pressure in gas decreases as well. So, just going to have you use a little model here. Right here we have a bottle, and in this bottle we have water. But above the water, what do we have?
Air.
Air. Okay. And what, can we see air?
No.
No, we can't see air. What is air like? What is air like?
Tiny
Itty little bitty little bouncy balls, okay? We call those atoms, okay? And oxygen molecules, okay? Did you know that? Okay. So, right now, it's just a normal temperature outside, and the little bouncy balls are just sort of floating around, and they're working, you know, just sort of cruising along in their day. But what happens if we heat up this air? What happens to those bouncy balls? Do they just take a nap, or what do they do?
They bounce each other and
they go real fast. They're like kind of running around, huh?
And then they get huge.
Okay, and you said they do something to each other?
Yeah, like bounce.
They bounce in, they run into each other, huh? Okay. And when they run into each other, they bounce off of each other, and then what happens?
They get bigger.
They get bigger. They get bigger. That's right. So when the bouncy balls make the air get bigger, this is a closed space. Well, the air wants to get bigger too. But it can't because it's closed. So we're going to demonstrate the gas law since we can't see air, can we? Can we see air? No, we can't see air. So we need to sort of do a demonstration, and we're going to demonstrate how pressure increases without the use of a pressure gauge. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat up the air. And what happens if it's in a closed space? What happens to the air if it can't get out? What could happen to the bottle? Could explode, huh? Alright, so we have some fire. Should we light this on fire?
No.
No, why? Because that'll melt, huh? So I think we'll light something else on fire. What can we light on fire?
Egg.
Or we
Soda.
can... Ooh, soda. That's a great idea. Coincidentally, I have something set up for that. Would you like to be my camera person? Okay. So we're going to have to stand back, okay? So what we have here is something. Yeah, we're going to come right over there. I'm just going to go ahead and put this right there. Oh. Got a couple of them, huh? So what's happening to the air? It's getting bigger?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's getting in my eye. Is it gonna explode?
They've been exploding. See, the tops are all popped off of them?
Mm-hmm.
And you got one more. So I think that demonstrates our point there. Alright. So we did a demonstration of what happens when air gets hot. It gets bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens when air gets smaller, when the little bouncy balls get smaller? What do they do to each other?
Hug each other?
They hug each other.
Yeah.
And then so what does air do when they hug each other and they get closer to each other? Does it get bigger or does it get smaller?
Smaller.
Smaller.
Saying it
Yeah,
fast.
it's okay. You both know. You're teaching Daddy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to demonstrate that. And I'm going to do it by getting an egg. And this egg does not quite fit in the bottle, does it? See? It sits there, huh? So we are going to heat up the air inside the bottle. And then I'm going to put the egg over the top of the bottle. And then the air will, when air gets smaller, the pressure in the bottle is going to decrease because it's going to be getting colder, which means that it gets bigger or smaller? Smaller. Okay. Alright, so I gotta do this fast. I've never done this before, so we gotta have faith it works, huh? Faith and science mixed together. I don't know. Alright, so let's give it a whirl.
Back up.
Nope, you're good. There we go. Went right in, huh? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I've never tried that before. I thought it was supposed to work, and it did. All right. All right, so that's called the third gas law, okay? All right.